Oh, that one's pretty.
Yeah, I like this one.
Oh, so you gotta redraw that.
Yay!
Yes, like it. She needs to redraw this.
Hello guys, so welcome back, and we have another Draw This Again. I have been super excited to do another, and this time it's on a piece that I used to call Halloween Masquerading. It's on my DeviantArt account, and as seen by the first clip, my friend Marriner really wanted me to draw it again. The original piece was actually done in August of 2012, so this year it's actually coming up on 7 years old. The original piece was actually done without a drawing tablet, mainly because I was incredibly stubborn and just could not even fathom how to use a drawing tablet, or as they were known at the time, a graphics tablet. And I will admit, I do sometimes call drawing tablets graphics tablets by accident. I didn't start using drawing tablets properly until about early 2014, so this was well within my stubborn phase of my digital art. This stubborn phase of mine in my digital art, its process consisted of sketching it out traditionally and then either taking a photo or a scan of the drawing and then using a mouse with paint tool size curve tool to do the line art. And oh, I remember the pain and the amount of hours that it took. Oh, why did I put myself through that? Oh, I'm having war flashbacks. I apologize. Looking back at the original, I think the original was actually done before I knew how to taper off the ends of like the pen pressure. Oh, why did I put myself through all of this? Honestly, there is no pen pressure whatsoever. It's all one pressure of line, which just makes it look even more flat. In 2012, I was actually in my last year of high school. I was between the ages of 15 and 16. So, the fact that this looks so bad and I was 15 to 16 years old. Ooh. Oh, wow. It just goes to show you that skills can be acquired at completely different ages, and you do not have to be a prodigy when you're really, really young. And your art journey is really your own. You can take the scenic route or you can take the expressway. Whichever way suits you, you'll get there in the end. The thing with the sketching, it is kind of stuttery. This is because I was very stop-start. I was very, very stuck with how to change the outfit because I decided, you know what, how about I just draw it the way it was and it will all be fine. No, it wasn't. It looked horrifically awful with so much detail in so many different places. It just became an utter mess. So I decided to design the dress again from the ground up. It really didn't help that the skirt really looked like lettuce or some crinkle cut crisps. I don't know, it looked awful, and the colour palette, that was so difficult to work with as well. I just needed to change things about the artwork. There was a deliberate attempt to try and keep it as similar to the original as possible, even using the exact same character as I used in the original piece with her new updated design, but it just didn't look right. It just didn't sit well, especially with the colour palette. I really did want to keep the essence of the original drawing in there, and I think I did succeed on that part, especially with the mask being pretty much identical and also the pose being pretty close to the original as well. The original picture that I did back in 2012 was actually based off an image from a Bratz annual. I actually can't remember what year it came from. I think it's either 2006 or 2007. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. The books with activities and Bratz stories and stuff like that. and I had about 5 of them. I think I had 2005 to 2009. When I was a kid, I used to collect a lot of Bratz stuff, and the annuals are actually something that I held on to longer than the dolls because they were just books on a bookshelf for the longest time. And when 2012 came around, they became art reference. So Bratz did have a huge impact on my childhood and on my art style. And something that really makes me sad is the fact that I can't put the original image that the 2012 version was based off of, like from the Bratz annual, because I can't find it anywhere on the internet. I have looked for at least 4 hours on Google, on the Bratz wiki, everywhere and anywhere that that image could be. I cannot find it, and I'm not buying another Bratz annual just to find the picture again. 1, it would be pointless, and 2, I can't remember exactly which annual it's in. So I would just end up wasting my money just trying to find this picture. In terms of the new piece, there were definitely changes that I made as more of an executive decision. Now obviously the colour palette was a huge thing that I decided to change. You can see some similarities in the old colour palette and the new colour palette, but when doing the new dress I really wanted it to make more sense, because with the old dress you don't know where it started and you don't know where it ends. It just exists. It looks awful. I don't know why, but I had no sense of style back then. And when designing characters' clothes, I just had the mentality of the more detail, the better. But obviously it just completely overcrowded it with the old colours and also the vast amount of detail, and the lettuce skirt of the dress just made it even worse. Apart from the colours, I think the main thing to change is the character. Now, this character, in the 2012 version, it was Amelia. Like all of my drawings at the time was all of Amelia. But in the new one, I don't really know who this character is supposed to be. It's literally just a random girl. I did try to make it Amelia, as I said before, but the hair colour was just clashing with everything in the drawing and I just really didn't like it. So I decided to make her hair brown and her eyes orange. The colour palette is just from Adobe's colour website. I found it in the Explore page. It's a really great place to find colour palettes that other people have made, and also you can make your own colour palette as well. It's a super useful tool. The program that I'm using to do this piece is Clip Studio Paint Pro. I have been asked about Clip Studio Paint Pro and I love it. I think I'm starting to love it a little bit more than Paint Tool Sai. I don't know, I still love Paint Tool Sai, but there's just something about Clip Studio Paint that if I was to give up both Photoshop and Paint Tool Sai, Clip Studio Paint would be my saviour. It's pretty much the perfect middle ground between the two, and it has so many features that it is kind of a little overwhelming, but isn't. It's confusing. It's a lot to unpack. There are actually a lot of things that I really like in this new piece that I did not like in my old piece. So the main thing that stands out to me is the fact that the dress is more fluid. That is definitely something that I wanted to improve overall, and I think I did it. The mask, I was actually really concerned about. I didn't think I would get it right, and even the feathers, like, I really don't know too much about drawing feathers. I just wing it. Oops, accidental pun. Then lastly, I really love the way the boots turned out. I don't know, there is just something about the boots that just look really good and I just can't stop looking at them. The boots had a glow up, let's just say that. Now, something that is completely 100% different from the 2012 version is that this one has a background. I wasn't originally going to do a background, so I just thought I would do something incredibly simple and then just layer loads of different sparkle brushes or like different textures in the background just to try and make it a little bit more magical, just have it be more cohesive and not just a girl in a floating void of white. So now we're in the last minute of this video commentary. I want to know from you guys, what do you think about this piece? Did I improve, or were there some things that you think I could have done better? If I had to call myself out, I would say the hands need improvement, but then again, don't they always? But yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback on what you think of the new piece, especially in comparison to the old piece. And if you've made it to the end of this video, I want you to answer this question. Can you see brats as an influence in my art style nowadays? And with that being said, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and if you did, you can like this video, and you could also subscribe if you haven't already with those post notifications on for notifications for every time I post a video or live stream. I want to thank you guys so much for watching or listening, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!